I am not even going to pretend to understand what the hell that was.
Hola, amigos, and welcome to Mark Out.
Hell, Pedro. Woo!
I'm Pedro Boyquedro, Texan Spaniard. And we got James, the Extreme Zorno. How are you, Jim House? How are you?
Jim House.
Jim House.
Oh, I like that. I'm good. No complaints. I have to get propers to the WWE this week, so I will be good. I will be doing so. You know, I got to be fair.
Oh.
So that's good. And for all this shit I give them, I got to give them their props.
And look out! It's the God of Thunder. Is this King Dark?
Look out! Look out! I'm looking over my shoulder. What happened?
James, that reminds me. I read this thing about how to handle your last words, and one of them was like, "Look over there," and while everyone's turned away, you pass away.
That's Pedro's plan for escaping the killer in his next tour.
Yeah. I mean, look,
that.
What's that over there? And then when everyone's turned away, you die.
Wow.
But we got Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder, with us. How are you, Zeus?
Oh,
good. Look out!
What a way to start off a show.
Look out!
That video was it was supposed to be some people doing like a comedy parody live action thing of the Nintendo game, the Friday the 13th Nintendo game.
I don't know what the hell that was.
It just looked like a low budget thing.
It's a subtle.
It should like a commercial for a jukebox.
Not so subtle segue for me to tell people to check out my cover of the Friday the 13th Nintendo theme song on my YouTube. Zeus, did you see that? No, you didn't see that last night, did you, Zeus?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. We debuted it last night.
How was your show last night, Pedro?
It was all right. It was tiring.
You sound a little rough.
Zeus was obsessed with bananas last night. So.
I don't even want to know.
we get what it is, James. We give them these. You can put the emotes and emojis on the screen.
Okay,
and then it goes. They just
flies around my screen. Yeah,
the display. Yeah, and so Pedro was. Doing one song, and he was getting ready to sing, and he was just going ba 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 or banana, and it sounded kind of like banana, and so I was like banana attack, and
did you just pelted him with bananas?
Yes, and then nice. and then I realized one of the other people that comes in there, Ala Wolfie. I realized that he was able to copy my thing of all the emojis and just copy and paste it. And so then I just started doing that too. But then I was like, well, paste and then paste and paste. And then so the next thing you know, he's got 500 bananas.
He's getting pelted.
Yeah.
James, Zeus and sometimes Brian Bell like to throw like phallic objects at my face on my streams. They'll throw eggplants and all kind of things at me.
Carrots, cucumbers.
I can see Pedro singing and getting hit in the forehead with a cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, boys. Good job.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
I can see it now. Bat, bat, bat.
It seems like I guess a ton of stuff happened this week, but
actually, a good SmackDown last night.
But is the biggest story this week that Tony Khan has gone insane? Like he's lost his mind this week.
He finally got a hold of bad cocaine.
I mean, nothing really that bad happened for him to freak out. Like he's freaked out.
His TV. Okay, what were the final numbers? It was like, what is it? AEW had over 600,000 viewers, and NXT had over 800,000.
No, NXT had like 9. Yeah, something like that. 900 and
930. Okay.
Yeah,
all right, but both of them pulled pretty good numbers, right? I mean, it wasn't.
And in the demo, they're fairly close. I think
right.
NXT was 0.30 and AEW was 0.24.
Look. Let's be honest. The demo doesn't matter.
That is true. That is true.
Zeus, if you follow enough discourse, they just mention that all the time.
Bull crap.
Yeah.
It might have meant something in the 90s. But it sure the hell doesn't mean anything anymore.
I agree.
Doesn't.
Yeah,
I agree. And you're splitting the audience, and you're still pulling numbers. You know, so it's. I mean, I don't know why he's going crazy. I don't know why he's talking shit. I don't know why he's making fun of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. I mean, I don't know why.
Bald assholes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The worst stuff was yesterday.
You know, if Tony had some balls, he would have called Sean. He would have called him. You know, said something about him having the lazy eye, the messed up eye.
Yeah.
Calling him bald. He shaved his head. It's not like he's walking around like Michael Bolton anymore.
Yeah. Jesus. I don't know what's wrong with him. I mean, is he one of those people where he thinks any press is good press?
That is the obvious the little man, disease.
Yeah, there's an Napoleon complex. Yeah.
They're all like that. They can't. They can't take criticism. They can't take a joke. They can't.
No. I told you
they
guys
certainly
before,
can't dish one out.
I mean, it wasn't like AEW had a bad show because I watched it. I watched it the next day. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, for AEW, it's AEW. So, you don't go in expecting anything crazy, Yeah, okay, you had the Swerve Squad, and I mean, you had Swerve and Bryan Danielson. Okay, but I will say this. For the first time in a long time, I watched NXT, and it was fun. It was a fun show. I laughed, I cheered, I marked out a little bit. It was fun. I had a good time. I had a good time watching it, so I could imagine live. Because that crowd was hot. It was a hot crowd.
Where were they at?
No, they were in the Performance Center. NXT was at the Performance Center, okay. But it was just a hot crowd, and they would not shut up. That crowd was chanting, they were cheering, they were clapping, they were saying "Holy shit!" They were saying,
supposedly a ton of people showed up to try to get into that show, like.
Because after all the tickets sold out, and then all of a sudden you announce Cena and Cody Rhodes and Asuka, and like everybody and their mother want to show up, and then LA Knight was there, and the Undertaker showed up at the end, and that was how they did it with the Undertaker, because it was cool,
Yeah.
He rode in on his bike and shit at the end. He was like, okay.
Yeah, James, I know you mean his motorcycle, but I'm imagining him on like an 8-speed, on like a 10-speed bike or something like.
Undertaker on a giant tricycle.
Yeah. He's on a tricycle. Orale con él, Nah. But it was cool. But that poor man can't walk anymore, man. Oh my God.
What about this for
he can't walk.
the Americools. It'd be like the Undertaker,
Oh, please,
Shawn Michaels
no,
coming out on tricycles,
no,
on tricycles with little American flags on the tricycles.
No.
What? Just because I say something, it doesn't mean they're going to do it.
Oh, they tried out
maybe they kind of do.
Yeah,
maybe they
tried that with tractor trailers.
Coming
that
soon.
was the last thing I said that they actually did.
Chad Gable and who's the big guy who teams with Chad Gable?
Otis.
They're gonna be the Americools. They'll pull someone else in.
Yeah. Well, they're listening again because Pedro. He said last week if they had shots, he should be hosting. Like all the stuff for Halloween.
Yeah.
And Shotzi's hosting Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, this time with Scarlett is gonna be.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna get double the doubles.
Yeah. Nice. Good job. Good job.
Nice, Pedro.
Nice.
Keep it clean.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
But I watched the show at NXT. It was fun. It was a good. I laughed. It was good. LA Knight was a special guest rep. Dominic Mysterio comes out. He is the number one heel right now. He can't even open his mouth. He gets booed. It was awesome. It was awesome. Last night's SmackDown, great show. It was good. And the new SmackDown general manager is, drum roll please, Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, and he came out to absolutely zero pop. It goes to show you that WWE Universe don't know dick.
Well,
they don't know anything. They don't know. He came, Pedro.
Well, yeah,
zero.
he's never done anything in the WWE. Why are they going to know?
No, but you should know. If you're a wrestling fan, you need to tell me that you don't know the NWA champ is?
James, a lot of people who go to the WWE shows, everyone needs to understand this. A lot of the audience are coming to see the circus. The circus is in town.
Okay, fine.
So a lot of people are just like, wrestling's in town. The WWE is here. Wrestling's in town. The circus is here. So they're coming to see it.
If you want people in WWE to pop for Nick Aldis, you have to introduce him as Nikki James' husband.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's the only way they know him.
Yeah. But he came out.
They're all going. Then 98.9% of them are all going to be like, he's a wrestler. Why hasn't he been in WWE before now?
Well, it was like Triple H is collecting former NWA World Champions. Yeah, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis in the ring. All we need is Tim Storm next. What the hell?
Oh my God! Tim Storm and his mother to SmackDown or to Raw.
Call my mama. So it was cool how they did it because out came Dominic Mysterio, which was smart because he was getting all the heat, and like he was trying to. He was like, "Who are you, Nick? Who?" He was like, "I'm Nick Aldis," and he goes, I'm the new SmackDown general manager, and this is how we're gonna do things from now on. The SmackDown's gonna be number one. And then he brought out Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens fucking stunned fucking Dominic Mysterio. It was cool how they did it. They had a nice moment between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. You had Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis in the same building. I mean, you could have teased a little something. But okay.
Oh my God, that's a lot for WWE.
I know, but like us fans would like to see that, But they had a nice little they had a nice little backstage segment with Charlotte and Jade. I was like, I kind of marked out for that because that was kind of cool. But it was a good show. I enjoy SmackDown. I gotta give for all the shit I give WWE, I gotta give them their propers. Fucking NXT was good. SmackDown was great last night. I'm looking forward to Raw Monday. I actually watched the entire 2-hour SmackDown yesterday, and I was engaged. I was like, I didn't want it to end. It was an actual good. It was a good show.
What did you watch? Raw?
Yeah, I watched Raw. Raw was all right. It was like,
all right.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, it's still WWE, okay? Okay, and to answer to anybody's question before they even ask it, no, the WWE does not need CM Punk. Do not bring him back. Don't put the cancer in the locker room. No. Don't do it. You don't need him. Don't need him. CM Punk's reign of terror is over.
Lord Lux is crying somewhere.
Yeah, he's crying in his fucking beer. There's a tear in my beer. No. So I enjoyed NXT. I enjoyed SmackDown. It was good. I was like, okay, WWE. That's right. And for all the shit that Tony Khan fucking talks, let's face it, the AEW will never be WWE in terms of production, in terms of storytelling, in terms of anything. It just never be. It just won't be.
Keep in mind the WWE has like almost 2 decades of like no real opposition.
We've seen this before, James, Pedro. Have we seen this before? Where Eric Bischoff's talking about, we're the best, and we're this, and we're that, and no, it's the same shit all over again.
That was way different because people knew what WCW was. I was in university. You could see frat guys wearing NWO shirts and stuff.
Yeah, like that. Absolutely.
You're not gonna see frat guys wearing scissor me shirts or whatever the fuck.
So Jay White is God. And I'm sorry, who gave him permission to do that promo with the quarters?
Oh my God!
I mean,
that was not good.
That's
terrible.
Yeah,
and MJF's been defending it a lot, and the thing is,
he has no choice but to defend it, right?
Well, right, but they could always say, hey, we made a bad call running this during this week, during what's happening right now.
Right, exactly.
Like we made a bad call, but no. They're just gonna double down on it, I imagine. Here's a terrible thing about that angle. Okay, so let's put aside whatever's going on in the world. Okay, let's put that aside in a corner somewhere. Okay, let's put that away. Whatever's going on in the world, put that away. Let's say nothing's going on in the world that could make this problematic in that sense, the timing wise. Let's just look at this from the kayfabe. Even if some people have been saying that Juice Robinson's been using hitting people with the quarters for a while. Okay, now MJF has been saying about 2 or 3 times in the past he's brought up people throwing quarters at him, as when he was a kid or something, as part of his story. So they've been sort of, I guess they've been kind of tying this for a while to bring this up at some point. What happens to Juice Robinson after this? Okay, so after he's come across as someone using racism or bigotry to go against a wrestler, what happens to him when that's over? Doesn't he remain this racist bigot guy, or the guy who exploited racism or bigotry for something? And the kayfabe. Like in the kayfabe, doesn't he remain this way?
Yes, but again, it's AEW, so the fans will quickly forget because they'll turn them face, and then that's it.
That's not just an AEW thing; that's an all wrestling thing. People will forget, but
no, I don't. It's I don't know.
There's no benefit to this angle. Even without whatever's going, without the bad timing stuff, there's no benefit to this angle.
And I think MJF has to. He has no choice but to say, "Hey, listen, it's okay," because otherwise, he would look silly if he backtracks now. He would. I gave him permission, but it's wrong. Well, then, if it's wrong, then why are you doing it in the first place? I don't know, but that's just me. Anyway, I thought NXT was good. I think Tony Khan's sniffing bad cocaine because he's arguing back and forth with the fans. I'm like, dude, why?
I mean, some of the stuff Tony said like yesterday was crazy. He brought up like his mother had that medical episode where she was in the Mayo Clinic, and he was saying it was 1 year anniversary and all this stuff. Now here's an opportunity for him to do like something positive. To you say thank you Mayo Clinic, for all the great work you did with my mom, blah blah blah, something like that, right? Now imagine you're the Mayo Clinic, you're being mentioned in this thing, and it's not leading up to thanking them. It's leading up to going like, and the WWE was trying to steal my guys while my mom was in this thing. This is what made it personal. And then he follows it up with like, this is part of the reason why I hate them with the bottom of my heart, or whatever he says. Like he says he hates his fans with the bottom of his heart or something. And you're just like, what? Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? No one does this, but this is the guy. I've told you guys about this before. This is the guy who would get into massive flame wars on Twitter with Fulham supporters because the Fulham supporters were criticizing his handling of the club. And that's why they started the whole deal about Tony Wank's dogs and stuff like that. And that was making him like furious. He'd be on Twitter being like, this is libel, this is defamation. And it's like they're fans chanting because they know they're getting you and stuff. And he's just like, this is libel, this is defamation, this is wrong.
I'll say, I just got to say this. How good is it to be Edge right now? That man's laughing all the way to the bank. He's laughing his ass off right now. You're gonna put me with this fucking crazed owner who doesn't know how to do dick and doesn't know how to tell a story. You're gonna pay me an obscene amount of money. I'm gonna work a reduced schedule. I don't have to do house shows. Sure, pay me.
And he'll probably get his first multiple 5-star matches.
His 5-star matches are gonna start flowing.
Yeah. Him and Luchasaurus,
Wardlow, 5 stars.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. I don't know.
Zeus, it was generational the way he worked that headlock in that match.
I read something where he said it was important for him to leave the Edge name there in WWE. I'm like, okay.
Well, why did you have to take it with you?
Right, but then if it was important for you to leave the Edge name, then why did you bring the Edge music? Well, why did you bring the theme song?
I mean, it doesn't matter though, James. Like but
that's kind of contradictory, don't you think?
Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like James, look, hear me out. No one is paying any attention to it. Oh, hey, Wolfie.
Oh,
hello.
Wolfie, what's up?
Goat turquoise white horns.
I get what you're saying, Pedro, but still, don't say anything.
They're literally drawing some of their worst ratings ever since he showed up.
Yeah,
it's not his fault. I'm not saying that's his fault, but
no, it's not.
Whatever bump they thought they were going to get's not there because to a lot of the WWE fans, Edge left wrestling. He left wrestling. He's not in the WWE. He left wrestling.
Yeah.
He's not in the circus anymore. So he's gone from wrestling. And AEW's like, no, we're wrestling. Let me remind you, CNN, a company owned by Turner Broadcasting, when they made that thing about the Republican debate, and they made the comment that Trump was WWE and all the other nominees were like the minor leagues. They're not even mentioning AEW, and they're just putting them with everyone else as the minor leagues. This is a company that's part of a broadcast network that the AEW is on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just when you're not in the WWE, you're out of wrestling to the majority of the casual audience, which is larger than the hardcore audience. We get too absorbed in the bubble because we love wrestling. We've been watching it all our lives. That Iron Claw trailer comes out, we're freaking out because we're like,
oh, marking out, yeah.
We're reliving, the sportatorium. We're seeing like some of the recreations they did of that one little promo clip they showed where David's talking about the stuff. Where David was talking about the things about the dad's company and all this kind of stuff. I was just like, oh man, it just takes you back, right? They even got that whole backdrop thing right for the promo and stuff. We've been following this forever. We're in this bubble. We're just like, oh, wrestling, we love this, But for a lot of people, they don't know what's being recreated. They're just like, oh, Zac Efron looks weird. His face looks weird after that accident.
My boy from Shameless playing fucking Carrie. I love it. He's good. He's a good actor. He's cool. I keep forgetting his name, but he's good. It should be good. It should be a good movie. Like I'm hoping it's good.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you. It looks like it could be. It's got a lot of potential. I
agree. Yeah, I think I played Ric Flair too. He's wearing the robe. I was like, look at this shit. I was like, I love it, But there's going to be a Bruiser Brody's going to be in there too, right?
Is there? I mean, I would imagine. So, I'm just wondering who's playing Bruiser Brody.
I don't know. But it's got to be some crazy dude. I would hope.
Some crazy dude. They just got some homeless guy. Got some homeless guy.
Just go hush.
Yeah.
But I'm tired of Tony Khan. I'm done with him. I'm done. I just he should just shut up.
So let's see. Zac Efron's Kevin. Jeremy Allen White is Carrie.
That's him.
Harris Dickinson is David. Maura Tierney is Doris Von Erich.
I like Maura Tierney for ER.
Holt McCallany is Fritz.
He is so good. Just in the trailers. Fritz, man, it's just creepy.
Hey, but is Chris Von Erich not going to be even mentioned in this?
I've heard he's not. I've heard
why?
He's
why is he being excised?
I don't know.
Lily James, MJF.
Leave that poor boy alone.
Nah, fuck that bullshit. That guy sucks. He sucks. I'm sorry. He sucks. Brady Pierce is Michael Hayes. Aaron Dean Eisenberg is Ric Flair. Kevin Antone is Harley Race.
Harley Race.
I don't know who this is. Kazi Lewis Surigino is Bruiser Brody.
Okay.
I do not know who this guy is. He used to be a American football player. Let's see.
I never heard of him. Play football for what team?
Or maybe he's not. No, he appeared in commercials. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
It said something about him being at the Super Bowl. I was like, oh,
the
Super Bowl commercials.
What was he? Fifth string? I never even heard of this guy.
He's 44 years old. I never heard of this dude.
But it should be a good movie. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. is the Sheik.
I think it's gonna be quite good.
Yeah.
Ryan Nemeth, is that Dolph Ziggler's brother? Or
yeah.
He's Gino Hernandez.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
They don't say who's playing. TK provided the cocaine for this one.
Oh, okay.
They don't say who's playing like Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts. Let's see if I can.
Well, if you have one Freebird, you got to have all of them, right? I mean,
they're all in there. They're
okay.
Yeah, there's.
You
see them in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's intricate to the whole story of how the Freebirds and the Von Erichs. The famous cage match.
Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that trailer, really got me marking out. I even showed it last night on the on the stream.
Yeah. I called for a YouTube break, and Pedro played the
Yes, you
trailer.
played it during your set.
Yeah. I have there's these things on Twitch called channel redemption points.
Oh my god!
And Zeus redeemed it for the.
I have an ass ton of points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he redeemed it for the YouTube break, and so I put that. I didn't know what to put, so I put that
with the trailer in. That's nice. Woo! Speaking of trailers, I heard that NWA is going to leave YouTube. They're going to be actually on a actual channel now. They're going to bring back Power on the actual TV channel, an hour long.
What channel? Like,
I don't. He said that. He said there are 2 stations. It's been signed and sealed, and then he's going to make the announcement soon. Yeah. That's what Corrigan said.
The jokes I want to make.
CW and
yeah, fucking Destination USA or some bullshit like that.
The Travel Channel.
Yeah.
James, be on the Travel Channel at 3 a.m.
James, Power will be in the name of the show, but there's another word that'll be before it, and it'll be on Fox News.
Oh, yeah, Pedro. That's hot.
No, it's not hot. It's terrible. But it'll be something like Destination. What was it? Destination America.
Yeah, Destination America.
Destination like septic systems. It'll be. Oh no! It'll be on RFD TV. That'll be what it.
Or it'll be on Animal Planet or some shit like that.
Did y'all ever get RFD TV?
It'll be on GTV.
Oh my god! Y'all don't know RFD TV? Okay.
Come on, it'll be on GTV.
GTV. They're not around anymore. He's like, well.
So I'm looking forward to that. So I get the chance to see, EC3 with the 10 pounds of gold, please.
Oh my god.
Oof.
I know. Actually, who's worse, him or Trevor Murdoch as champ?
Well, I mean, EC3 at least is, a big dude. Like, he looks athletic or whatever. I'm not saying he is athletic. I'm just saying
that guy is not athletic.
But his TNA run was all right. That
he was a boss in WWE twice.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that he's just that guy that keeps on making these damn. It's like up, nothing's going my way. Burn a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
Burn a bridge.
Oh, hey.
He had that one run in TNA with Dixie Carter. That's the only thing that I remember.
And the highlight of that run, what was it, James? Do you remember? I can tell you what it was, in my opinion, what the highlight was.
Yeah, tell me.
It was the feud and cage match with Spud or whatever. I can't remember what his name was in the WWE.
Rockstar Spud. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they went from being like partners or whatever to breaking up, and they built it up to that cage match, and they made a whole gimmick where the cage match got bloody and they turned the screen black and white.
God. Why?
Well, but I'm saying like that was the hottest that his whole run seemed to ever be, because people were raving about it at the time.
Didn't he have something with AJ Styles too?
Just throw like a penny at like the roster in any time in TNA, and likely it will have AJ Styles will get hit at some point. So
yeah, that's true. Oh, man, Trevor Murdoch. I was laughing last night watching SmackDown because I was like, you have Adam Pearce, and have Triple H put him over. he was like he had an incredible in-ring career. I was like, is he going to mention that he's a former NWA champ? But he didn't. And then he brought in Nick Aldis, and I'm like, well, look at this guy, yo, he's collecting NWA champions. I'm like, oh,
Well,
we need
I
a
mean,
Sim
2
Storm.
is not a collection. Okay, it's
I mean, but hold on, Zeus. Remember back in that stupid angle with Jeff Jarrett, and they put over the NWA champion at one time? Where they brought in all those people from the fucking Mid-South, and they had the spoiler come in as the national champion, and they had this person as the NWA tag team champions, and I was like, all of a sudden now you
James,
can't put them over.
I think you're jumping around in history a little bit there. The spoiler being there with just having the national title belt, and then Jeff Jarrett being part of the NWA invasion from 1996. That's kind of 2 different things.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I meant.
Aloe Wolfie, if you're still there, Aloe Wolfie, just letting you know, James is in the TARDIS, so he's like just doing Doctor Whoing. He's going all over the place.
I go all over.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. But you know what I mean. I mean, what is it going to kill you to put him over as NWA champ?
Yeah, because I mean, if the NWA was dead and buried in the ground, sure. I mean, go right ahead.
Yeah. I guess Billy Corgan would have a fit then maybe. Well, no, that'd be free press.
Okay, is WGN still based out of Chicago?
Yeah. It's a Chicago station.
What if they end up on WGN and then they're like, it's clobbering time?
No. I don't want to see him put back in WWE. He's not needed. He's a cancer. He's proven.
We're talking about the NWA, right?
Yeah, but I don't want him in NWA either. I want him out of.
But you're not gonna watch it. What does it matter?
I'm gonna watch NWA. I want to see this thing on TV. I want to see how good it looks. You got to watch at least one episode, Zeus. Come on. Don't you want to see
watching some of it. I've tried watching some of this new crap. It's terrible.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to swallow.
I mean,
is it Thomas Latimer going for the belt?
Yeah,
right.
Oh, you should see like I saw like a card, a lineup for one of their shows coming up. It just looked terrible.
It's horrible.
I mean, I was just.
You want to talk about terrible? Let's talk about terrible. How come Minoru Suzuki's in MLW? That's terrible.
I mean,
terrible.
I mean, Minoru Suzuki's been in GCW. What's the difference between being in good cocaine wrestling and being in prison wrestling? I mean,
prison wrestling, yeah, that's horrible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how did it get much worse?
Oh, I mean, let's not challenge fate. I mean,
right? Oh, you remember the thing that we were talking about a couple weeks ago that did come to pass, where I said that Ryan Pillman Jr. needed to not be Ryan Pillman Jr.
Yeah. Zeus, you called that perfect.
Yeah,
you called that perfectly. You know what? I'm actually intrigued by all this. I thought that was a good promo. I thought that was a good vignette. I don't know about that beard.
Except for the facial hair, yeah.
I don't know about the spray on beard, but other than that, I thought it was good. He's like, my father this. I don't even know my father. I was like, what?
That was good. You just got to shave the chin strap beard.
Yeah,
and it'll be just fine.
Just erase that spray on bullshit. Yeah, it was. But it was a good. I like the way he did it. He was like, I don't even know my father. He left when I was 4. I mean, who cares? I was like, wow, nice. Then they're showing old clips of Pillman in WCW. I was like, okay, that's kind of hot. I'm like, okay. So, and what's his name going to be now? Something King?
Alexis King?
Yeah, Alexis something like King. That. Yeah, that's his mother's name and his father's.
Sisters.
Yes, that's his name. His sister passed away too, right? And his mom?
Yeah. Well, the sister.
There's a car crash, something like that, right?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Mom OD'd, right?
That's sad.
Yeah.
I remember seeing pictures of her at the remember when they would have some of those memorial multi group cards.
But yeah.
The famous Regal Benoit match was from one of those. Right? Was that from a Pillman thing, or was that for? No, that was for that referee, wasn't it?
Brian Hildebrand.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
Yeah, but Zeus, but you called it right. You know, they changed his name and everything. And not being called Brian Pillman Jr. is the best thing. That's the best thing.
I mean, because they acknowledge that he is Brian Pillman Jr.
Right.
And then they're like, yeah, but now I think it's a great way to get a fresh start.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely.
We're gonna have to like put this stuff behind a paywall, Pedro.
Why? What's going on?
Because they're stealing all of our ideas.
Yeah,
oh, okay. For $3.99 a month, you can enjoy Mania All Access Pass.
For $3.99 a month, you can come to the free podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's and you know what? I like the way they're doing Jade Cargill too. They're not rushing her. They're just showing up here and there. Jade.
Oh,
I like the way they just drop her in for like a minute here and a minute there. You know.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. She needs a lot of help. So,
right, exactly.
Small doses is the way to go.
That's the key, though, Zeus. Right?
Yeah.
That's something that AEW didn't understand. AEW just threw in the middle of the ring and said, "Go." You know.
Well, you know what's interesting is I know her gear game was fine in AEW. Like we thought she looked great and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like it's weird. Fantastic. Like it's where she shows up in the WWE and her gear game is suddenly in a whole new level. Like it went to like the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I didn't think it was possible, and it's like, well, she looks even better now.
Yeah, she looks 10 times better. Just like whoa.
Brian Bell often. By the way, I know he's not here, but shout out to Brian Bell. He's had surgery this week, so shout out to
Brian Bell. What's up, brother? Hope you feel better, man.
But
heal up.
It's for a torn muscle, but
no chair shots for you.
Yeah, no chair shots for him. But he's always telling me about about the machine. When he talks about the WWE, he's talking about the machine, and it's like, this is one of those examples where you see like they're like, the machine is going to get behind her and it's going to be a thing, and you're like, oh, it is. Like you can see it working.
Nothing will piss Tony Khan off more than you actually took one of his and made it better. Because that's exactly what WWE is going to do. They're going to take one of theirs and they're going to make it better. In the old days, Vince would bury it because he wasn't one of ours. But now it's like, no, I'm going to take one of yours and I'm going to show you that I can improve on her, and then I'm going to make her better.
Hey, when you said the thing about Vince, it popped in my head. Have you all heard this rumor or this story or whatever that the guy who runs Endeavor or TKO or whatever it is like knighting Triple H to be the guy to run it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I read that somewhere too. Yeah.
Like that.
He's going to run what?
The WWE.
Yeah,
the creative stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because he made some comments in an interview about like something about the stocks falling recently was because of Vince's like bad behavior. Something.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's not going away.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's I don't know why Vince is still holding on. I mean, like he doesn't need to.
Well, I mean, we know that he's got control issues. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously, but mad power despot. He's Lex Luthor.
Caesar.
Caesar
Nero.
Season their own. Yeah, I don't see the company doing bad in Triple H's hands, not for nothing. I don't. I mean, he can't get any worse than when Vince had it. I mean, he was fucking people up. People were leaving.
Let's not challenge the universe, James.
No, I know, but it's evident. I mean, NXT's even with Shawn Michaels there, NXT is getting a little better now. Finally, that whole rainbow colored, the disastrous bullshit was horrible. Okay, it's getting better. If last night's SmackDown was any indication what the future holds for this company, I think it's bright, honestly. Because I enjoyed last night's show. It's the first time I enjoyed a SmackDown in a long time.
Dude, here's the thing, though. The WWF has become its own star. Like, it's a nuclear furnace that it just seems it's like it's impossible to burn out.
Right.
I mean, the only thing that I can see happening is like you would have to like literally turn it into a murderous, real gladiatorial thing where like people are being persecuted, and killed, and strung up on a
Dang.
I mean, it's just nearly impossible to derail them at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it just because every time you turn around, somebody else is trying to give them money.
Yeah, out the ass too. Yeah.
Someone clipped this for about 5 or 10 years down the road when we're like, man, gladiator games in the WWE was
right.
That was especially bloody one they had.
The Dominic Mysterio was fed to the lions. Oh man. And I mean, like who would have thunk it, man? That they took Dominic Mysterio, who I hated, and turned him into the #1 heel of the company. That's amazing.
Yeah, you really. We were telling you to give it some time. And
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. No, I take it back. They did it right. They found this niche, and they did it right.
Yeah, they leaned into it. The whole thing because
a lot of it has to do with Rhea Ripley too. Now, remember,
I was about to say that is a lot of it, is owed to her because she's just got charisma out the yin yang.
Yeah,
and
absolutely, and
just looks amazing, and she's come a long way with her character work.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're feeding off of each other, and, it looks so good and convincing that, Buddy Murphy was like, kind of, I better propose to her before Dominic does. Right?
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for Dominic's girlfriend, too. Dominic's girlfriend would be like, you can't compare to Rhea Ripley.
Oh, he's got a girlfriend, too? Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I hope this doesn't turn into a Sammy Guevara situation.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. Hey, y'all remember what happened, right?
Oh yeah, but
he proposed to that girl, and
let's not act like Sammy Guevara was the trailblazer in that department.
That is true.
Oh, Triple H is the most famous one for.
That reminds me,
Precious and Sunshine.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Ooh. I showed Stephanie that Iron Claw trailer this week. And,
what'd she say?
Well, I mean, she wasn't especially impressed one way or another, to be honest. But I mean, it's not, wrestling's not her thing. But
you should have hit it with the 10 pounds of gold.
No, I was telling her some stuff and explaining these things. And was like, she was asking these questions. It was leading to like telling her like one sordid story after another sordid story about various wrestling people, and she was just like, so are they all like criminal?
You didn't break down the whole thing for her?
Yeah, I mean, part of the thing was I was showing her, somehow it led to me showing her Kerry Von Erich winning the Intercontinental title from Mr. Perfect.
Right.
And this led to some stories about people involved, and this it just went one direction to another, and it was just like she's just like all these people are like just horrible criminals, and it's like
Yes.
yeah, basically.
Show
I
the
think we
dark
pretty
side of
much
the ring
acknowledge that
episode of
this
Von
is
Erich.
Yeah.
that this is true. I mean, it's like because and we don't know for sure, but I mean, you have to say at some point that the the constant injuries and especially for these older guys, the constant injuries that they dealt with on a daily basis never got fixed.
No.
They just kept on going, and
Everybody's self-medicated.
right. So
I got a twisted ankle, painkillers. That's it.
Oh my god. So
And some tape.
I am looking at the MLW card that James alluded to earlier. I have a lot of questions. So, who is Alex Kane, and when did he become the world champion?
I don't know who that is, and
Who?
I don't know. Yeah,
Alex
exactly.
Kane. I have no idea who he is. Alex Kane.
never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
He's facing Tom Lawler for the world title. Well, he's defending against Tom Lawler.
Filthy Tom Lawler.
Ricky Shane Page.
What a name.
Versus one called Manders in a spin the wheel, make the deal match. Rocky Romero versus Akira. How many different Akiras are floating around?
Which Akira?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's not the Italian Akira, and it's not a Japanese Akira, so I don't know who this Akira is.
It's a new one?
I've never seen him before. He doesn't look familiar to me. Is all. I mean,
Not Akira Nogami.
I don't think so. It could be, but he doesn't look familiar. It doesn't look like I remember him looking. If it is,
I mean, he would be. He's fairly short, and then
let me see. So he's their middleweight champion. No, it is a guy named Alexander James Atkinson, known by his ring name Akira. He is from. It doesn't say where he's from. Atkinson, yeah. He's so his name's Alexander James Atkinson, and he's gone by Akira Tsurugi, and the Great Akira.
I have no clue who this is.
He's from Indiana. He is from Indiana.
he is from Indiana.
Gary.
So, yeah, he's not the Italian Akira. He's not any of the Japanese Akiras that we know. So, and then someone named Delmi Exo is defending the women's title against the Phantom Challenger. And they have a cartoon. It almost looks like an anime thing of a woman with a phantom mask. It's not a photograph. This is like some sort of video game graphic. There's a Chamber of Horrors match with some people. I don't know who they are. And then Minoru Suzuki versus Jacob Fatu.
Okay. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys something.
That's weird. Yes.
I know you guys haven't really been watching WWE, but I have, and I've been listening. And they're starting to push this narrative, and it got me thinking that could it be? Is he up there with the greatest? Is Michael Cole entering GOAT status?
Gold status?
Yeah.
I mean, he's certainly got plenty of longevity.
Yeah, right. Because what he was there long before the Attitude Era, right?
Yeah, he's been there since sometime in the mid '90s, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, he's gotten really good.
Oh, you know what it is, James. When in the past 2 years or so, you kind of go back to when the pandemic was happening in 2020. Seemed like the more unscripted they let him fly, the better his commentary became.
Especially the whole thing with Oscar, yeah.
Before it was just kind of like he was just saying, you know, whatever, you know, the stuff that he was told to say. Which, I mean, he was annoying, but he did it fine or whatever. But and he seems to be getting better at it. But
the stuff with Bailey is good. No, I mean, like, you know, like, is he entering GOAT status? I mean,
no.
Is he up there?
No.
I mean,
no.
How far up there do you want?
I mean, I'm not talking about he's not Gordon Soley or Jim Ross, but you know, I mean, is he getting up there? Is he?
I mean, for
is he
me,
considered one of the good? But you know, I mean, the best.
Do you consider him better than, say, the Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan?
No, not even close. No.
Do you consider him better than? I mean,
he's not even better than Joey Styles, who had a much shorter career.
Joey Styles in ECW, yeah.
Joey Styles.
Yeah, but he worked for WWE.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't the same.
I know it wasn't the same, but he was still better than Michael Cole.
The work he did in other places, like the work he did in MLW, the work he did in WWE, I can't say is equal to his ECW work.
No.
Well, I mean, is he better than Mike today?
But Mike Tenay played a very specific role. It's hard to compare the two.
True.
Yeah, because you know, Michael Cole's more of that. He's more of that. You know, the company straight man. And you know, Tenay is he kind of created a new niche for that kind of a over-informed.
Today was a walking encyclopedia of moves. That was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the thing was, though, I mean, it's like, you know, some people, you know, of course, you know, younger fans, but, you know, when you think that, you know, of what Tenay did, and, you know, Gordon Soley was just a fountain of information.
Yeah.
You know?
He knew everything. Yeah.
So.
I mean, is he better than Shivani?
Yeah.
At his peak, at Shivani's peak, no, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Shivani NWA was good.
I mean, he was all right that 1 year in WWE, you know, for what they let him do.
I wasn't a fan of his in WWE. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, he was square peg in a round hole.
Yeah. He was not compatible, but.
But they tried.
I like Shivani and Crockett together. I mean, that was one of my favorite teams, you know, of all time. You know, but then again, that was back in the day. You know.
Let me see.
You know, every Saturday night you're David Crockett and Tony Schiavone. But I'm starting to appreciate Cole.
Well, yeah, he has shown what he can really do the last 2 or 3 years. I would say, yeah.
I mean, much.
You know, it helps that he's got somebody like Corey Graves to play off of.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you know, someone I think was actually pretty decent at stuff was Pat McAfee. He was pretty good at the commentary.
I like McAfee, man.
Yeah, him and Cole were a lot of fun together.
He's good in the ring too, McAfee. He's all right.
It's kind of like the who's that Paul brother? Is it Logan Paul?
Yeah, Logan Paul.
It's kind of him and Logan Paul are that thing where if they were regular performers, I think everyone's opinion would come down.
Right.
Because it would be exposed what they do more.
You don't show
special attractions. It's you know you're like whoa, like it's so shocking what they can do. But if they had to do it all the time, your thing would go down. Like.
Right. Yeah. Naturally. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I was having this conversation with my brother the other day. We were discussing the best wrestlers who never turn heel, who never went heel, never.
Who has that been? Ray?
I would say Ricky Steamboat.
No, he went heel.
Well, he did go heel, yeah.
Well, I mean, the vast majority of his career, no, he didn't.
No. You're going to say Cena?
Well, Cena was heel.
He was a heel.
He was a heel, right? Not really.
Cena was heel. Yeah. Cena was a heel at the when he first became the Thugonomics character. He was a heel.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a little bit down the line. He turns face, and then he never turns heel again. Right. But in a way, he always sort of straddled that line between heel and face because of the crowd reactions. But
yeah, you can't say Dusty. Dusty was a heel in the beginning,
right?
With him and Murdoch. He said Steamboat. I said Cena. But yeah, you're right. He turned heel, and then you're right. So did Steamboat.
I mean, Sting was mostly. I mean, after the first big, he was kind of in that tweener status.
Yeah, Sting wasn't full blown heel though, was he? No.
And are you saying
I mean,
Sting?
Like when he went against Hogan, it was so messed up at the end of WCW.
Okay, in TNA, Sting had a heel run.
He did have a heel run, right?
Yeah, he did have a heel run in TNA. I mean, I shown you all that thing where he was doing the Joker gimmick in TNA,
right.
and he's like trapping. He's keeping Eric Bischoff a prisoner in his office, and he has that bird in there, and I want someone to be like, this is the first time they come in is hearing me say that insane, dumb bullshit. But
I'm trying to think who else never turned heel.
Was Bruno Sammartino ever a heel?
Maybe in other countries or something.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe when he went to Japan, he was technically a heel. But
I'm thinking about like his matches against Baba. He is kind of like the foreign heel in a way.
What about Pedro Morales? No, right?
I'm a heel
all the time. His career is pretty short. I can't imagine he was a heel.
I don't remember Tito Santana being heel either.
But he could have been anywhere. I mean, the territory days, you could have been a heel anywhere, and it, who would have known all that much? But
I think. What about Gagne?
What a forgettable person.
You talking about Vern Gagne?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, fellas.
Okay.
Hi, how are you today?
I can't think of him being a heel in his
signing autographs.
I can't think of him being a heel in kayfabe. He was a heel in that nursing home.
Yeah, he was a heel in real life.
He was a heel in that nursing home. Remember, he like killed someone when he had dementia and stuff. He like killed someone. So
yeah. There's an episode of that. You get it out. Vern Gagne snapped.
Oh yeah, take it easy, James. Take it easy.
Wow. I don't remember. I'm trying to think who else. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't think of Vern Gagne being a heel. So,
I mean, although his career was way too short, but Magnum TA obviously was never heel because his career was too short. He was always a babyface.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's because his career got short. But yeah. I can't think of anybody else.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Did you make sure to get?
We know you're super famous. Yeah,
Did you charge $5 or $10 for
nothing? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's free.
Look at you, freebie! Look at that.
Come on.
Did you do the double bicep pose? Yeah. Okay.
No.
Double bicep.
I can't think of anybody else. I mean, obviously you can say Magnum because his career was too short, but I can't think of anybody else.
Magnum. He's at Magnum TA.
Yeah, and you remember the interesting thing with Magnum is that his rise to popularity in Mid South was what caused Mr. Wrestling 2 to have that heel run.
There you go. Speaking of Mid South, what about JYD?
Yeah, he spent a good amount of time as a heel.
Where?
Huh?
In Mid South?
Yeah, before he became Junkyard Dog, he was.
Oh yeah. You talking about when he was Stagger Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I know DiBiase was heel. I know. Didn't Duggan go on a heel run?
Oh yeah, he was a heel in Mid South. He was
heel.
the big cheese.
Yeah.
It's like such a naturally lovable dude. You know, it's hard to imagine him as a heel. And plus, he was. Remember when he joined Team Canada in WCW?
Right, right.
Terrible.
Right. I remember that. Oh my God, that WCW has some brutal shit going on.
That may be one of the one of the worst things. Taking a great American character and corking him up like that. Since WWF and Sergeant Slaughter, was messing up.
I like Slaughter as a heel. I thought he was awesome.
Who?
I saw Sergeant Slaughter as a heel. He was awesome.
Well, yeah, he really, yeah. But I mean, if you think back, I mean, he's lucky he didn't get just lynched or beaten or shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just
that was harsh.
Well, I mean, he was a heel early in his career.
Yeah, he was a heel a lot in Mid Atlantic and in the AWA. Sometimes in the AWA,
heels, right?
Sometimes they had because he was. Remember, he had the face run in AWA, and like he had Greg Gagne's dressed like a commando.
Yeah.
James, what were you saying?
Weren't him and Don Canoodle heels as NWA champs?
Oh yeah. I mean, we watched all that awesome stuff. Yeah. He was a heel in the WWF when he was challenging Bob Backlund for the title, if you recall. So
he turned face with him and Iron Sheik bumped into each other on the way in and out of the ring. Yeah.
He's just really good at being a hard nosed. Just beating the crap out of people.
I want my country back.
Oh, he was a heel as a part of Vince's Stooges as well.
Yeah,
during
that's
the Attitude Era.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Vince's
me too.
Stooges. Vince's Stooges. Fucking Jerry Briscoe.
Gerald.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, Gerald. Gerald Briscoe.
Gerald. Another
NWA champ.
No,
he was a NWA tag
team champ. Yeah.
Jack was the champ.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting my brothers confused.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's definitely been a it's definitely hard to stay one way or the other. I mean, did we ever establish does being in the Filthy Animals count as being a heel?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because they were they never came out and said, the fans are stupid, Let
me look it up.
I did look forward to seeing them every week. I remember that. But I don't know. Can you really count them as heels?
Okay, so I'm looking up this thing. It says the plan for the stable was to be WCW's version of Degeneration X. That's hilarious. Instead of being strictly villains or heroes, they were in between, tweeners. They pulled pranks and hijinks on both villains and fan favorites alike. They would steal wallets and mock older wrestlers. They broke into Ric Flair's locker room and stole one of his famous entrance robes, which they took turns wearing and imitating Flair's signature strut and
I
wig.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So sad they were.
That's
tweeners.
when they unmasked Ray. He wearing the stupid horns on the head. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've seen Rey Mysterio. I saw him in WCW with the mask. I saw him in WCW without the mask. And I saw him in the WWE with the mask again.
Brutal.
Yeah. I mean, I'd never seen him without the mask.
Yeah, so he came to. We had a house show for 2 years in a row. They had house shows here in Huntsville.
Yeah.
WCW did, and the second one in '99, he didn't have the mask. He was in a 3-way match with Kidman and Hoovy.
Was when he's wearing the overalls?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was that time period. Yeah.
Hoovy. Fucking Hoovy was another one.
Well, I mean, Hoovy definitely went heel during the LWO.
Hoovy's been heel a gazillion
times. If he would have kept his mouth shut, he could have been good. But, he was an idiot.
Well, I mean, it was that and
Los Drogas.
He had to move to Las Drogas.
Yeah.
Pedro, were you supplying him back then?
Was I what?
Supplying him back then?
No.
Oh man!
Pedro, I forgot about the summer tour. The summer tour. It wasn't a world tour, but
obviously, it's an international tour because you started out in Colombia.
No.
Did you do the theme song
to pick up all
the theme song to Narcos? You did the theme song to Narcos. You did, didn't you? Oh man, Kobe.
He's super nice. I hope you get to meet him someday, James. He's super nice.
He's
really humble. He really is.
He looked like he was a good guy. He's just under the influence, And he just couldn't. All he had to do was keep his mouth shut. But he,
Yeah, but I mean, look, it's. I don't make excuses for drugs, but drugs, hit people differently.
Yeah.
True.
And also, I mean, besides the drug stuff, I mean, keep in mind, this is someone who is the son of Furza Guerrera.
Yeah.
Furza Guerrera is like ancient now, and he still acts the same way he always did. So, can you imagine being that guy's son? You're going to turn out, different. That's all I'm going to say.
To the left, to the left. Yeah. Yeah. The juice is loose.
Which reminds me, we all of when the conversation Zeus used to have at ice cream and churros, or churros and ice cream.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
With people about lucha libre.
Didn't they have a Hoovy mask there?
I can't remember which masks they had. They had a lot of they had the Patriot.
Wow, Del Wilkes. Nice.
Yeah, they had the Patriot, and they had El Santo and Ray, and
I liked Hoovy's mask. I thought they were okay.
Well, you see, the problem with the Hoovy mask is it was so much like Liger's.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people were saying that back when he first came to WCW. I remember hearing people saying that. It's like,
but did he end up changing it?
Like, is he trying to be like Jushin Liger or something? And, but
nobody could be Jushin Liger.
Right, but I mean, like you're saying, he had a mask that was kind of based off his dad's at first, right?
Yeah. He changed it. He changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and then once again, though, he definitely, I think his career went up after being unmasked.
Yeah. But he wasn't a bad looking dude, so he could have got away with a lot of stuff. But again,
I mean, he was to me, Hoovy had more ceiling, had a higher ceiling without the mask than he did
yeah,
with the mask. The same
because he
was
was
not.
charismatic. He was charismatic.
Yeah, the same was not true for Psychosis.
Oh no.
Well, part of the problem with the Psychosis thing to me was that Bobby Heenan just roasted him right off the bat, and I think everybody jumped on it. It was like, oh, put it back on.
Ray. The problem for Rey Mysterio without the mask was he even now he looks too much like a kid, because sometimes on his social media he'll go without the mask, and he looks like a little kid even when he's an old man.
Yeah, he's at Charlotte's wedding, and the pictures you see him, you're like, who's the kid? Oh shit, that's Ray.
Yeah.
I don't know if Charlotte had a child. Oh no, that's Ray. No. So it's yeah. But yeah, I felt bad for Psychosis. I think it all went downhill after he lost his name too, because that was a whole mess. Psychosis, the second Psychosis, or fucking Nicho, whatever.
Yeah,
he fucking started. Yeah.
Well, no, Nicho's the first Psychosis,
right?
But man, that guy's in such bad physical shape.
Like, yeah, he can't walk.
He can't walk. His legs are like bow-legged and stuff. Yeah. Like,
I like the Taker on NXT, man. Taker on NXT looked like he was struggling to get in the ring. Oof. Not good.
I was telling Stephanie this week about I saw this stuff on social media of Naito and Hiromu, like they're advertising some workout gear, some kind of advertising stuff.
Naito, really?
Yeah, they had them in like the workout gear and stuff, and I was telling Stephanie about like how. A lot of people have been hearing about Naito for a number of years, and this year was the first year they got to see him because of the AEW stuff. And I was telling her about like some of the reactions I heard from some of my friends who'd never seen him but had heard people talking about him. Right, for years they'd heard people talking about him, and then when they finally get to see him in AEW, he can't walk. He just looked like this old man who couldn't walk, and they're like, "This is that guy." Yeah. Sad.
Yeah, he threw a kneecap high drop kick. Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah. Not good.
Y'all want to get into something here?
Yeah, what's up?
Dave Meltzer is talking about the upcoming Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame ballots.
Okay.
And
here we go.
He's discussing this year's Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame vote. He's made changes to the voting system that he says mirror the Baseball Hall of Fame, and that he hopes will lead to clearing slam dunks and no-brainer candidates. He names Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley for Modern Era and Rocca and Perez as a tag team, Bobby Davis, Bobby Bruins, and George Kidd for historical candidates. He blames lack of historical knowledge among voters for the historical no-brainers not getting in, and says that brings up the question of whether they should be voting, at least not in the historical category. On Roman Reigns, he said, I mean, come on. There's nobody with anywhere near his credentials that's not in. There was I'm trying to do his, a version that he was handpicked. Well, guess what, guys? Everybody was handpicked. They're in a boom period. He's the number one guy. Dave describes it as a really interesting ballot with a mix of slam dunk names. Others you can make a really good case for, such as the Young Bucks and the Briscoes. He thinks the WWE being so hot will help the WWE candidates, especially Roman Reigns, but also others such as Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, and Trish Stratus. They get into more in-depth analysis of Trish Stratus' case, and then in parentheses says Dave is against it. And they talk about coming along at the wrong time and era, suggesting that Trish would do a lot better if she came along post Ronda Rousey. Anyways, what do you think about Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley being slam dunk candidates for a Hall of Fame?
Like now?
right now.
I can't do that now. No, sorry.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you can't judge them. No, no.
I can kind of see the case for Roman Reigns in that. I mean, he's had so many title reigns, and he's in the middle of 1,000+ title
Yeah,
reign.
He's in the middle
No,
of a historic run.
who's had a push
WWE's
like
breaking
this? I mean,
right. It's obvious that the WWE is breaking ties. All their old school records, Honky Tonk Man, Pedro Morales. They all want to get the new school kids. They all want the light to shine on the new school kids. It's obvious what they're doing. So they're going to have to find a guy to do it. Obviously, he's the guy. You want to put him in the Hall of Fame? Sure. Right now, no. Not now. I mean,
no,
right,
it has to be
he's
when it's over. You're right. When his career's
they're
over.
not now. I mean, and fucking Moxley, please. Hall of Fame for what? The fucking get a whole bunch of shit stuck in his head? No. I give Moxley props one thing. He was supposed to lose the belt and then supposed to go on a long vacation because his body was beat up, but because CM Punk fucked up, they had to put the strap on Moxley and then he had to carry the company for another 6 months. I'll give him credit for doing that. But
The situation was a little more nuanced than CM Punk fucked up, but
I don't give a shit. It's the same shit. He ended up carrying the strap for 6 months more.
It's more nuanced than that.
I know, but still, I mean, he had to put the belt back on. He didn't want it. He was tired. He was beat up.
What about what's it called? You can make really good case for the Young Bucks.
Wow.
Like they're the kings of obscurity. Jesus.
What now?
Fame.
The Briscoes are going to go in because the Jay Briscoe passed away, so of course they're gonna go in. Young Bucks are definitely going to go in because that's that audience. That's Meltzer's audience is the AEW audience, so of course they're going to go in.
But are the Young Bucks that influential? Honestly,
no. I mean, we're not talking about my opinions on this stuff. No. I mean, they're just some.
Why? Yeah, because you're EVP. All of a sudden, you're fucking going to have some kind of importance.
They're just jumping beans. I mean, but it's people have some BS thing about it. So,
I mean, it's just more of their crap.
Yeah.
I mean,
people love them too. I don't get
it. They put exploding stuff in their shoes when they super kick.
Dude, you know what? I saw something on the internet that they should do. So what it is, you got like it's kind of like hide and go seek, right? Mm-hmm. One person is blindfolded, and he either gets like a stick or a switch or a belt, okay? And he's blindfolded. Then all of the other people, they don't get any weapons, and they're not blindfolded. But they have rubber chickens taped to their heels, right?
So it's
they're trying to sneak around the room and not get hit, but every time they, step on their heel and it gives the little, then they get hit. So I think that would probably be a really great thing that they could do with the Bucks. I think that would be fantastic.
I totally agree. I agree that the Young Bucks should strap the rubber chickens. They should strap the rubber chickens to their shoes, and they should super kick people with them.
Who are the AEW Tag Team Champions now?
Oh shit! Ricky Starks and Big Bill, aka Big Cass.
Yeah.
Kazaxel.
Yeah.
That's a weird team,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And they lost in like a really short match, but isn't because one of the FTR people's injured?
He's hurt. Yeah, he's hurt.
And heading
but
to court.
Couldn't
in the court too,
couldn't there be? Hey, but here's a question. Here's a question. There had to be a legit tag team they could have put this belt on instead of like Ricky Starks and his crony.
They had to take the international title of Phoenix because he's having visa issues. So that's that. He couldn't put him. They had you couldn't put on the
Phoenix having visa issues after all this time.
I don't know, but that was the issue. They had to take the strap on and put it back on Orange Cassidy.
I mean, they may speaking of Orange Cassidy, they may as well put him in the Hall of Fame too this year.
Oh Lord, stop!
He was Fire Ant in Chikara. Now he's been Orange Cassidy, and he has multiple whatever day reign as international champion. What was that title called at first?
The All Atlantic title.
The All Atlantic.
I said Mid Atlantic. All Atlantic. Yeah. All Atlantic
in China.
We are all Atlantic.
We're all Atlantic China. Yeah.
You know, when something happens, they're like, "We are all XYZ. We are all Atlantic." That was their take on the All Atlantic Championship.
Brutal.
Everyone is the Atlantic Ocean now.
Yeah, but you couldn't put the both on the Acclaim or like a legit
well, that's
team.
what I'm saying. There had to be a legit tag team you could have put it on. Is the Acclaimed? Are they the Scissor People?
Yeah.
Well, but they're the trios champions, aren't they?
I don't know. Oh, you can put on the Guns.
Why not Jay and Juice?
Yeah, Jay and Juice.
Well, but Jay's in the middle of
the whole thing with MJF.
Juice is being sacrificed to to heat up that deal.
I got pennies from heaven. Oh Lord.
Hey, I mean, look, you want to talk about some of this stuff. One of Tony Khan's tweets yesterday, I can't remember what he said. He said some deal, and then he said something like, Emi Sakura's on Rampage tonight. And then, so Emi Sakura's on Rampage, and she jobs to Blue Sky because they're heating up Blue Sky for... she's challenging Botchlander tonight on Collision. And I'm like, okay, so on the Friday show, someone's getting a win to heat them up for a title challenge on the Saturday show. Like, no one watches the Friday show. Less people, or potentially slightly more people, watch the Saturday show. No one's going to know one thing from the next thing. Like... Why don't you're a few viewers on the Friday show. If you're heating her up for a title match, okay, she goes over Emi Sakura, then wait another week, right?
You would think.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that make more sense? You wait at least a week or something. So
I mean, don't they have pay-per-views every other week? So why don't you save it for a pay-per-view? Don't they have like at least 3 times a month to have a pay-per-view?
It seems that way, yeah.
Jesus. Battle of the Belt 17, all 8-star matches according to Meltzer. I mean, come on.
8-star matches.
Brutal.
Yeah. What is the next pay-per-view they're having?
I don't. Isn't it Battle of the Belts again?
No, well, they just
biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. It's gonna be in the Bojangles Center in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ooh.
And then on the BT on the YouTube show with the Bucks do the BTE, they're gonna refer to it as the SOS pay-per-view, the shit on the shingle.
Yeah. Well, that would be
It's gonna be amazing.
I'm so glad the Bucks never went to WWE because they would just bury them.
What would be so bad about that, Jay?
True, nothing. But I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them.
Did they not? Did they not do a jobber thing before on the WWE? Like on
I
one of
think they
those?
did. Yeah,
I think that they
I
have
think
made
they
an
did.
appearance.
Yeah, yeah,
Which a lot of people, Brian Danielson did stuff like that, and so did
yeah.
AJ Styles and some others, like early in their
Jeff
careers.
Hardy
So
did that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So Foley.
He did. You're right.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
the Bulldogs, to the
yeah,
Bulldogs. You're right. Oh, James,
yeah.
James, Zeus last night was throwing a question out at me during my stream.
Okay.
What was it, Zeus? It's about the Dynamite Kid.
Oh yeah, is Dynamite Kid's career remembered with super duper rose colored glasses?
Oh.
You're scared to say yes, aren't you?
No,
You're scared to say yes.
I can't.
You're
Zeus,
scared to say
no,
yes. It's okay.
no, it's because that opens up a whole can of worms. Yeah, because if you look at him and say, "Oh, but you can separate his in-ring from his personal life," then you're going to
I'm
have
not
to
even
do that
talking
with a
about his
lot of
personal life.
people.
I'm not talking anything about his personal life.
Okay, just him in the ring.
I'm saying he is so he is held in this overly massive high regard,
He is.
right?
Mm,
Because in his career stunningly short in comparison to a lot of other people.
yes.
You know,
He was an asshole and a bully too behind the scenes.
once again, I'm not even talking about that.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
all I'm saying.
In ring.
Yes,
Yes, then you're
everything
right.
in ring.
In
So,
ring, yes. He would, yes. Everybody wears rose-colored glasses, yes. Because in
well,
ring, yes.
yeah. What I told Zeus last night was his reputation is buoyed or whatever by a few things. One, the matches against Tiger Mask. The before that, the matches against Bret Hart and Stampede, and then the with Davey Boy Smith in the WWF, the British Bulldogs versus Hart Foundation matches. These are like his best matches.
Mhm.
These ones we mentioned. He has no matches of this caliber with anyone else. It's all just him doing his shtick. And I really feel the thing that a lot of people raised his reputation over was they were like, Benoit copied him. Oh my God, Benoit's just like him. So or this Benoit was like this guy and we loved Benoit. So I think that's why a lot of people rate like, oh, he's a super worker. I think the Benoit connection and the way people viewed Benoit in that time period like
Okay,
lifted his
if
still.
you want to talk about his in-ring thing, first of all, he was a legit tough guy. But then, again, in the ring, he was a bully. And look what he did to Foley on his very first match. Okay?
I mean, you can put a lot of people.
Right. I mean, he broke his fucking jaw. And it's his in-ring work can speak for himself, but his attitude is what made it. It was both a positive and a negative. Yeah, because he's another
I'm just
one.
saying his so the Dynamite Kid's career is really short.
Short, right?
When you
right.
look at it in the long run, he is just
Right.
the benefit. He's benefited so much from things that have gone on in just the whole attitude of you know of how great these select matches were.
And there
That
were a
have
few, right.
elevated him to this godlike status when he didn't have a real feud to speak of
No.
that resonated with everybody. I mean, he gets a lot more credit, I think, than he deserves.
Yeah.
Agreed. Absolutely.
And I think I think Davy Boy was a better, it turns out to be a better like in-ring character and everything else over Dynamite.
Yeah.
Well, the Dynamite was the worker, and the Boy was the character. I mean, his best Zeus, as you alluded to, he really didn't have a feud. His best feud is part of a tag team. Him against the Heart Foundation. Him and the Bulldog against Heart Foundation. That was the best feud that I remember. Because they were constantly on WWE TV back in the day. Unless it was, it's. Is it through rose-colored glasses, as you said? Yes, I would agree.
Now, some of this, of course, is because his career kind of his career is kind of two halves, isn't it? There's the first half where he's relatively healthy, and then there's this very painful second half where it's just this slow degradation because his body is just like gone to shit because of, whatever his style or whatever it is. But
the style, the steroids, drugs, and everything, the drugs.
But I mean, even like so when they were still in the WWF, apparently he was in really bad shape for a lot of the last half of that time in the WWF.
Yeah, he was hurting. Yeah.
And in like, how long was their WWF run?
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't long.
I don't even think it was 3 years.
Let's see.
87 to 89? 86 to 89?
84 to 88.
It was 4 years? I think it was shorter than that.
They got there in 84?
They got there in 84, apparently, yes.
Were they full-time?
Let's see.
No, it wasn't Bulldog by himself.
You're right. I think, okay, so they get bought in 84. Then they were touring All Japan still. They were under contract, but they were touring All Japan before they come to. So it's more like 85 to 88. So yeah, it's 85 to 88. And Dynamite Kid, he suffers the back injury in December of 86. So like what? That's like just a he only has like a year of just being in terrible shape. So
yeah, his last match should never be seen again. That was horrible. Where he looked like he looked like a 12-year-old boy. His body looked like a 12-year-old boy. It's horrible.
Was that, you mean his last WWF match or last?
No. His last match, period.
Because that's where he gave Benoit his boots, right?
I'm trying to remember.
Wow. So it says he announced the retirement in '91, but he did a comeback where he had a last match on October of 1996. But they don't say what it was for, like what promotion that was for.
But he retired in Japan, right?
Yeah.
The main.
Yeah. He was in All Japan.
I'm trying to remember, when did he get Benoit's boots?
It was before Benoit really started getting popular as Pegasus Kid, I think. So I'm thinking it's around that 90, 91.
That was during the Super J?
I think that's before that started. I'm not sure 100%.
Wow. But yeah, just to answer your question, rose-colored glasses for sure.
Yeah.
Although if you're going to start going on that road, then there's a whole bunch of other people who can do that too,
But, but I'm just saying, the love for him is just based off those few matches.
Right.
Yeah, and the in my opinion, the Benoit thing.
Yeah, the Benoit connection, because I think a lot of people just assume, that his. That Benoit was just, or that Dynamite was just like Benoit in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So they're like, well, Benoit had all these great matches, so did this guy, because Benoit was just like him.
That would have been something to see in his prime, Dynamite versus Benoit.
Nah.
No? No?
Yeah, but they didn't really overlap though, did they?
No. But I'm just saying, if you could do it, right? Because they didn't. When they put out Stampede, what was that? 84, you said, Pedro?
Yes.
84, they brought out Stampede, right? Was it Benoit, ECW? What was it, 86?
And do what now?
Oh, no. I was 96. It was in ECW. My bad.
So there. If you go on YouTube, from 1989, there is a match of Dynamite Kid and Johnny Smith versus Chris Benoit and Ken Johnson.
Hmm.
And then there's another clip that says Dynamite Kid passes the torch to Chris Benoit, and it's from March of 1989. So no idea about that.
That was when he was Pegasus Kid, or no?
No, I mean, I think I have no idea. I'm just telling you what it says on here.
Yeah.
I mean, I can click play
No, that's all right.
and see. I'll turn the sound off.
Dynamite.
Oh, there's
Kid.
some grainy ass footage. I'll tell you what. No, the on screen thing listed as Chris Benoit
Yeah, that's Chris Benoit. Okay.
and Ken Johnston.
Who the fuck is Ken Johnston?
Sounds like some dude is, probably in Stampede
No.
for a ham sandwich or something.
For a sandwich. Anyway,
There's Mike Jackson when you need him.
Right?
That was the man.
Probably not. I mean, he's like based out of Florida now, so I'd say he didn't like the cold.
No, I don't like the cold.
Of Canada.
Wait, he wrestled all them years in the TBS studio? No, he's good.
And he's a warm weather guy.
He was awesome.
I mean, to survive as many beatings as he did, I think that says a lot.
Who was the better jobber, him or Steve Lombardi?
Well, Steve Lombardi he worked out so great for WWE. He was perfect for their style.
Yeah.
Mike Jackson could go. He was great in any territory.
That is true.
what about Barry Horowitz? I'm joking.
Barry Horowitz.
Remember when they made a big deal out of his supposed first win?
Yeah.
Clearly, he'd won matches before that.
Yeah. Barry Horowitz was awesome. Oh my God. Nelson Royale.
Nelson Royal.
Anyone got anything to plug coming up?
I'm plugging away. I'm still shading this page.
Yeah. Zeus is working tirelessly on this book, man. It's going to be awesome when it's finally put together. Awesome.
What about you, James? You got any DJ sets coming up?
I had to take a little break from that. I'm still trying to recoup. I have to feel a little
Still
better.
waterlogged?
Yeah, I'm still waterlogged, and I had to readjust my diet and my meds again. So it messes me up a little bit.
Wow,
I was stuck
the Whole Foods they're gonna start losing money.
Yeah, I know. And the Whole Foods was like, he hasn't been here in a month. What the hell? The stock dropped.
They're gonna send somebody to your house.
Yo, man, that place gotten fucking expensive.
You okay?
Let me tell you. Holy shit, man! You walk in there, you drop $200 without blinking an eye. That's ridiculous. Fucking crazy.
Expensive.
And then they want to hit you up for a donation at the register.
What? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everyone does that now. It sucks.
Hey, would you like to round up $5 to?
Would you like to leave a tip? Yeah, don't eat yellow snow. That's a good tip for you. There you go. Get the hell out of here. They're crazy, man.
Yep.
They're crazy, man.
They're crazy. That place has gotten ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I got to take out a second mortgage just to go shopping there. Brutal. I'm telling you, nuts. But no, I don't know the plug. I'm gonna start DJing again, probably the end of next week.
Okay.
I'm gonna start getting back
goddamn,
into
that's
it.
not much of a rest.
Well, I mean, I haven't touched it since I've been back. I haven't touched it. I haven't. It's got all bullshit aside. It's got dust on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have not touched it since I've been home. I haven't dusted it. I haven't done anything to it. It just I am sitting there looking at it right now. The whole setup. It's all the dust covers got dust on them. Well, that's what they're for.
But before we go, did y'all want me to do any draft? I have like.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, do a draft, Pedro. Come on.
Okay, well, let me pull this up. But I want y'all to help me pick which one you want me to go for.
Well, you're gonna do are you gonna do the Super J one?
Which one's the Super J one?
The current one, right, Zeus? Isn't
Which
that
one?
the current draft? Isn't that current draft the Super J one?
Oh shit, I don't know.
There was a Super J, and then the one with the Inoki.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a bummer. They didn't even release one new card.
No. There's all reissues. I did get that Titan in the Super J draft though. So
did you know that Great Sasuke was known to his whores as the Super J?
I bet you the traveling whore knew that. Ooh, speed dial, Super J.
There's a Saturday Night Live thing a long time ago that was like LBJ was known to his Mexican whores as LBJ. Anyways, let's see here. Okay. So we have. Let me turn on the camera.
Yeah.
Let me turn on the camera.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
Everyone see my weathered, tired face.
I got that Titan card back from the Super J draft.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yes.
Teton.
So let's see. There's this one. Is this the one? This the current one?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Does that got people you want in it, Pedro?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. If there's someone y'all want, let me know. That's why I was asking y'all. Let's see, they got a Sonata card. They got Hiromu. They've got Evil. Don't want that shit. Will Ospreay versus El Phantasmo. Don't want that shit either. Master Watto. Well, I don't want the Master Watto card, but that looks like a nice card.
I got the Master Watto card.
Yeah, that's a nice looking card.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I got that card.
Teton. The Teton card.
The only thing I tell you, the only thing about this draft, Pedro,
yes,
that scares me is there's no lighting effects.
Right.
No, none of the cards, none.
Okay, so then you have the Noki one, which we went over. It's just the same cards from before.
Yeah. That's all reissue.
Then there's I guess it's a finishers.
Yeah.
Who's all in the finishers? There's
Shota, Suji, Ren Narita, Yoshihashi.
Yoshihashi. There you go.
No, don't do that one.
No, don't do that one. And then what's that?
The
step up. There's no point. I'm not going to get anything on that one.
Get the Yoshihashi for Zeus.
I mean, I can see what's on the step up. Yoda Tsuji, Teton, that looks cool. Hiromu, Master Watto, says special, but I don't know who these.
Titan, Titan.
That's Kushida and
Kushida.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess it's that for the current one.
Yeah, the leaders
Super
of the
J.
era.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
All right, let's see how it goes here. Here we go.
Oh, draft, you bastard.
Draft, you bastard. Do it, you bastard.
Do it. You can do it.
Okay, let's see.
It's a touch.
You got the touch. Well, don't look good so far.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, there's Shazam in there.
No.
Oh.
Tap, tap. Keep tapping.
Yeah, keep tapping.
Tap,
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 tap, tap,
tap,
tap. Tap,
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 tap.
tap.
Wait.
Tap. No.
Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tap.
Garbage.
Ah, damn. Come on. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap,
Tap, tap, tap.
tap. Wait. No, tap. Nope.
Come on. Come on,
That's it.
Shazam.
That's it. No.
Oh, no. Y'all know my luck with this.
Yeah.
Boo.
Pedro.
Well, we got
Election
57
sucks.
more. You want me to try again?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Why not? Let's go for it.
That was a sucky draft.
Yeah, all my drafts end up being that way, James. Let's see. Come on. No.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh.
It's even worse. Colt Cabana. Fuck that shit. No.
No, nothing. Look at this. Oh, that's pure pee-pee caca. Tap. Tap.
Okay, let's see.
Last
Hold on.
chance.
Whoa!
Shazam!
That is a nice
you got
card.
the Sonata.
That is
It's a nice card. It's a nice card.
Yeah,
There you go. Look at that. Nice.
Finally. Nice.
Well,
It's a nice
it should
card.
be
That's
good for
Sonata's nice.
it should be good for trading. It should be good for trading.
Yeah, you can get something for that card.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
you go.
I had a Sonata card from an event from a couple months ago. I got rid of it real fast.
Well, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
That Sonata card is not bad. I got the evil card. I need to get rid of. That evil card sucks.
I mean, it's a whole lot better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot
that's
better.
true.
I mean, because here's the thing. I mean, if you look at it, you didn't get Evil, you didn't get
That's
Will
true.
Ospreay and Phantasmo, you didn't get
Yes.
Watto, you didn't get.
Well, I mean
Yeah, I got the Watto.
the Watto card's
Yoda
nice
Suchi.
looking though. The Watto
I got
card's
the
nice
Watto
looking.
card. It's okay. That and Titan.
Tita.
Titan
The-
card I got.
Yeah. You know who feels real cold right now is Taichi. Doesn't seem like
Yeah.
anything's happening with him. Seems like he's lost all momentum or interest that he had.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day too. And do you remember? It was like, I guess it was pre-pandemic, the Wrestle Kingdom before the pandemic, or the two of them before, maybe 2018, and you know, like.
No, we've got to trade.
Gumby.
Wait a second. Let me put the camera back on. We've got a trade offer. Let's see.
Already?
Yep, already. Let's see. Let's see what this is.
And Taichi and them and the whole Suzuki gun, they remember they jumped all of Lij, just beat the crap out of them, and then
Yeah, I remember that.
you know they had a good feud there with Taichi and Naito for a little bit.
They're offering me this autograph Shingo.
Oh my God!
Yeah, take it.
That's your boy.
Take it.
Let me see something
Take
real
it.
quick. It might be on my wish list. That's what I wanted to see. Because I don't remember what's on my wish list, to be honest with you.
You're offering that for the Sonata?
Yes. Yeah, it is on my wish list. Okay.
Take it.
Plus, it's got the effects, and it's an
Yeah.
autograph. It's got all the value.
Okay. Come down.
Take it, Pedro. Take it, you
Take it.
bastard.
Oh wait, I've got a second request. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This
Wait a minute.
one isn't for the Sonata. It's like apparently I have two of a Taichi and they're offering me some other Taichi card. I'm like, that's fine. I'll approve that.
Yeah, why not?
Zeus, you said the whole thing with them jumping Lij.
Let's see.
Remember Suzuki gun jump Chaos? And they beat the shit out of them?
Yeah.
I remember that too from that Wrestle
There you
Kingdom.
go.
If they're fucking in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm talking about. There was like the one where it was like on that New Year's Dash card, and they just came in and just laid out everybody. And
So now let's look at it. Let's look at the full card. Here we go, amigos. There you go. It's
that's
Yeah, that's a
awesome.
nice card, man. That's a nice card.
Yeah. Hey, so that turned out all right. That turned out all right.
Because he's
Good
got a
job,
cool
you hump.
signature too, you know.
What'd you say, James?
That's a good job, you hump.
Why am I a hump?
I don't know. I just feel like
It's
saying
just it's a New York thing to say.
it. Yeah. I can't believe I'm about to say this, Zeus, but I'm going to say it. I actually miss Touchy and Gumby.
Oh.
Yeah, Techers was a good team.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
I love to hate them. You know? I loved hating them.
I mean that match where they where they were destroying Ibushi and Tanahashi, man.
The
that was
destruction of Tanahashi's
Wow.
knee in that match was unbelievable. Remember that the one of them held him in place, and the other one kept doing the like 3 or so dragon leg screws in a row while Tanahashi's being held
and then
in place.
Then they were doing like the reverse dragon screws.
Yeah. That's right.
Like, oh my god, it's like you're jerking it one way to jerk it. It's like his leg is literally going to pop off at the knee.
Guys, and poor knees. They got no knees.
But yeah, so next week, anything going on? We likely to be here next week.
We got a thing going on. No, I'm ready for next week. Let's do it.
What is that song? What song is it? Yeah.
Mrs. Jones.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I did some Isley Brothers last night
I love
because
Isley Brothers.
because the Rudolph Isley died this week. So
I love the Isley Brothers.
But well, God willing, we'll see y'all next weekend. Everyone take care. Thank you, Ala Wolfie, for stopping by.
Peace, Hakeem.
Shout out to Brian Bell again. Get better.
Yeah, man. Heal up, man. Feel better, brother.
And everyone take care and adios.
Peace.